This is because I got this idea yesterday because I had some predictions about the NFL season coming up. These are my bold 2023 Philadelphia Eagle predictions. Are you ready? Here we go. Hey, and you know what everyone's going to say? Weren't you just talking shit on the Georgia guys? Not the Georgia guys, the program. The program. Here is prediction number 1 for the Eagles. Bold predictions for 2023. Nolan Smith is going to lead the Philadelphia Eagles in sacks with +10. I think this player, he's impressed me. I like him. He commands the room. I'm rooting for him. I think Nolan Smith is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles sack leader for 2023. JM goes, I'm recording that clip. I'm going to hold you to it, Sills. He barely had 10 in 4 years. Well, let me hook. Look. Hey, Tone. Well, let me hook you up there, my friend. He barely had 10 in 4 years. That's why they're called bold predictions. Bold predictions. Okay? Bold predictions. He's competing with Reddick. I get it. Prediction number 2 for the 2023 Philadelphia Eagle season. Hurts will not play 17 games this year. And not because he's sitting, because they've wrapped up home field. He will not play 17 games. Prediction number 3 for the Philadelphia Eagle 2023 season. The Eagles will win 11 ball games. And for the first time since 2004, win the NFC East. Prediction number 4. Hurts will not throw once again for 4K or 30 touchdowns in a season. Bold prediction number 5. Jordan Davis will not start a down in 2023. I think he's going to be the rotator guy. I think he's going to be the rotation guy. And I think Fletcher and Jalen are going to be your starters. Not bad. 2 great players. Or 2 great talents. Okay? Hey, by the way, not beating out Fletcher Cox, is that a bad thing? It's going to tell you kind of who he is, though. Prediction number 6. I think the Eagles give up 28 points a game on defense. Now, so you understand, I think the Eagles are going to score over 30, 34, somewhere in there. I think the Eagles have a chance to be the highest scoring offense in the NFL. But I think they're going to give it back. I think they're going to be in a lot of tight games this year. But your offense is so good, it's going to keep you in every game. It's going to keep you in every ball game. You're not going to be favored in every football game you're going to play this year. You're just not. But I think the offense I think your offense is going to win in spite of some of the defensive woes that they're going to have this year. I think Dallas Goedert. I think he's going to catch, and I think he's going to be your number one pass catcher in 2023. I think he gets 1K and 100 catches in 2023. Dallas Goedert will be the number one target in your offense. 100 catches, 1,000 yards. Shitty was on pace for that last year. I think he's going to solidify himself as one of the top 3 tight ends in the NFL. Yeah, I love this guy. He's got a nose for the end zone. He's a hard worker. I just think he's super talented. Now, by the way, I'm not saying that the other receivers are not going to catch 1,000 yards. I'm saying that Dallas Goedert's going to be your number one target. You're going to see 100 catches out of him, and I think you're going to see 1,000 yards out of him. This is a crazy one here. I think DeAndre Swift's going to get 1,000 yards rushing. I think he's going to get 1,000 yards rushing. I don't think he ever has, but I think he runs the ball for 1,000 yards. And I think you cover Miles Sanders with him. I think he stays healthy, and I think he gets 1,000 yards. I love this guy. You know what, man? He's a cheap man's version of Christian McCaffrey. I think he's good. I just do. I think he's a really good ball player. Prediction number 9. I think Devontae Smith becomes your number one wide receiver in 2023. I think he has a better season than A.J. Brown. So before I get to 10, and I have a special one for you. Nolan Smith, 1, leads the Eagles in sacks, 10 plus. Hurts will not play 17 ball games, and that's not in line with the team sitting him. I think he's going to get banged up a little bit, like he has the last 2 years. Eagles won 11 ball games and the East. Hurts is not throwing for 4K, 30 TDs. Jordan Davis will not start a down this year. The Eagle defense will give up 28 points a game. Goddard's going to be the number one target in this Eagle offense. DeAndre Swift will get 1,000 yards rushing. Devontae Smith will be your number one wideout. Number 10, bold predictions for the Philadelphia Eagles. In 2023, I think the Eagles will replace Sean Desai as defensive coordinator by the end of the year and name Matt Patricia the defensive coordinator to fix the defense after week 8. And that's how they right the ship, fix some of the issues on defense, and they're able to run through the tape. The side will be replaced. This is why they're bold predictions. Thought you liked Desai. That has nothing to do with whether I liked him or not. Jonathan Gannon was second in the NFL last year and had a top 10 defense the year before. And everyone was screaming for his head. What does being a good hire and a good coach and a good mind and a good innovator have to do with the fact that if you give up 28 points a game and you're in that conversation, what does that have to do with anything? I think Sean Desai's a good coach. He comes with great recommendations. But there's a reason they hired Matt Patricia. There's a reason they brought him in. You think they brought Matt Patricia in for shits and giggles? Or do you think they brought him in to oversee what he's doing? I do. Okay? And here's my final prediction for 2023. This pains me. This pains me. This pains me to say. This pains me. I think Hurts wins the MVP. That's it, Chris. Hurts wins the MVP. Hurts wins the MVP. I think he's going to carry that football team to the NFC title game. Can't believe it. I cannot believe I said it. Shit. Sills is kissing that. Oh, yeah, that's. Oh, did you? Niner guy goes, I'm kissing your ass. Did you not listen to the first hour? Hold on for a minute. Did you not listen to the first hour, Niner? Okay, I mean, did you not listen to the first hour? Niner must have missed the first hour of me talking about the Georgia guys. He must have missed it. Yeah, because that's what I'm known for. I said it. Oh, dual threat. There it is. Oh, shit. Dual threat. It doesn't it? It hurts, doesn't it? Shut up, Sue. Hope you're right, bro. Listen every day. Thank you, Philly D. Oh, man. Dual threat. Neil comes back. Oh, God. Jackson, Burrow, and Rodgers are going to make it difficult. Yes. But don't you think he has an easier road to success in the NFC versus those other guys? Aren't those other guys going to eat their own? I mean, dude, look at the AFC. The AFC right now is littered. And by the way, I see we're having some little bit of internet issues here, so hopefully it clears itself up and you guys are all cool. Aren't those guys going to eat themselves up a little bit, though, over in the AFC side? You know, you got Burrow versus Allen and Mahomes, and those guys are going to be going back and forth, and I think they're going to eat each other up. What is the most difficult path to the NFC title game for the Eagles this coming season? It's loaded on that side of the conference, that side of the NFL. It's just loaded. Ain't no thing about a chicken wing. Not sure the Eagles make it to the NFC title game with that schedule. Number one toughest schedule, too. Okay? Philly has the toughest schedule. Kyle says Niners or Cowboys. What of those two teams do you think is the more difficult? Niners or Cowboys? I know who I think is more. For the Eagles to get, for the Eagles to get to the NFC title game, Minnesota's not a threat. Detroit could be a threat. Detroit could be a threat. Okay? Detroit could be a threat. But they haven't done it. What other team? Packers, no. Seahawks, maybe. It's Niners and Cowboys. Of those two teams, who do you fear more potentially being the NFC champion if you're Philly? Dallas or San Francisco? Eagle Eye, you shouldn't say no threat because the Cowboys have owned you, especially with Dak. Niners or Cowboys are both difficult for different reasons. Cowboys because of Dak effect and Niners because they're just so damn talented. Agreed. Here's why I think it's Dallas. Dallas, Detroit. Hey, parlay, it's not bad. That's not bad. Here's why it's Dallas. You play them as a common opponent. They know you. They know how to attack you. They've got Dak. Dak has been, get this. No, how many people believe that Jalen's a better quarterback than Dak Prescott? He hasn't proven that yet in head-to-head competition. He has not proven that. He has not proven that. That's not a fact. That's an inspiration. That's not a fact. Dak has performed against the Eagles and quite well. So that's right, Neil. The Eagles are going to have to go out and prove that they can beat Dallas. San Francisco, they have. And I know what Niner guys are doing. Niner guys are going like this. Well, we lost our quarterback. Dude, it's part of football. Guys getting knocked out of games because a pass rusher hits your quarterback and breaks his chicken wing. But that's part of football. You can't make an excuse for a football. Dude, it's one thing if Brock Purdy had the flu and couldn't play, or he had COVID and couldn't play. That's clearly an excuse. But when you get your ass kicked and you get your ass hit, that's a football play. You can't make excuses for a football play. Niner guys want to make excuses for the fact that you couldn't defend your guy, even yesterday. Brian Baldinger brought that up. You can't make excuses for that. You're making an excuse because a guy missed a game over COVID or somebody dies and he couldn't be there for the game for whatever reason. Not because of a football play. They hit the quarterback. They knocked him out. You couldn't do anything without Brock Purdy in there. And that was the end of it. That was the end of it. So when you hear Dumbo Samuel making excuses, well, we played with 10 guys. Bro, it's part of football, man. I don't know what football you play, but it's called tackle ball and hitting, catching, tackling, running. That's football.